Hi, I'm Sabrina Callender, and I'm an EPP member at On Point Body Piercing in Gillette, Wyoming. So today we're going to be talking about different types of body jewelry. But before we begin, just a little bit of a disclaimer. Always make sure that your piercing is fully healed before trying to take out or insert new jewelry. And always make sure that the style of jewelry is correct for the placement you're trying to put it. If you're not sure that your piercing is fully healed or you have the right style of jewelry for your piercing, give your piercer a visit. They will be able to determine if your piercing is ready to be changed and if the jewelry you have will fit the intended area. Buying your jewelry from your piercer can also help eliminate the issue of purchasing the wrong style and size, thus keeping your piercing happy and healthy. And of course, if you are ever uncomfortable changing your jewelry on your own, or you cannot seem to remove or install it on your own, your piercer will assist you. We are always here to help. And last but not least, don't forget to wash your hands and jewelry, even if your piercing is healed, before inserting or removing the jewelry. Well, let's get started. Shown here are various pieces of jewelry that you would encounter for your piercings, and we are going to start with the Fit Labret style post. This is one of the most common styles of jewelry used in piercing studios today for nostril and ear piercings and also lip piercings. The Fit Labret post is also often referred to as threadless jewelry. This is because there is no threading on the jewelry for spinning off and on. Instead, the gem has a little stem that comes off of it, and that is what presses into the post. Press fit jewelry comes in two pieces. First, there is the post portion, which is what goes into the piercing hole itself. It has a flat back for comfort and is especially nice on nose and ear piercings. The other part of this is the gem, with the stem coming off of it. Essentially, the gem portion just slides into the post and it snaps right in. To remove, just pull apart. You may be able to see here that the stem has a slight bend to it. This is important because this is what creates the tension for this piece to stay in place. If you have to adjust this piece, do it very slightly or visit your piercer for assistance. When inserting this style of jewelry into your ear, the post will go in from the back to the front. For your nose, from the inside out. Hold the back of the post with your finger for back pressure and put the gem on the top and push it into the post. Always double check to make sure that the gem is pushed all the way into the post so you do not risk losing your jewelry. To remove it, just grab both sides and pull apart. Threaded posts are a similar concept to the press fit ones, except with the threaded post, the ball will spin on and off. Sometimes this can be challenging, so you may need a tool or the assistance of your piercer. Don't forget to make sure the ball is threaded on tight or it may come loose. Speaking of threaded jewelry, you'll find that a lot of styles of jewelry come threaded. On the majority of these styles, both of the balls thread on and off, so it's vital that you make sure both sides are tight, especially if the jewelry is in an area like your tongue. With the circular barbell, often called a horseshoe, putting the balls on can be tricky because of their small size. Especially if you are putting this style into your septum, be sure that both balls are tight before flipping it up and down to prevent them from coming loose. The continuous ring, also called a seam ring, is very easy to take in and out once you've had a little practice. Once you find where the ring is split, you torque it open. You only want to torque it open just enough to get it in and out. If you spread it too far, the ring may not go back into a perfect circle. Once the jewelry is in, just grab both sides of the ring and pull it closed. Gently now, you don't want to be aggressive with the piercing. With the seam ring, you never want to open it wide. Doing this will be difficult to get it closed if you don't have the right kind of tool, plus it can distort the ring as well. Captive bead rings can be a little more tricky than a seam ring, but once you've had a little practice, you will be a pro. The ball of the captive bead ring pops on and off with pressure. As you can see here, the captive ball will have 2 small divots on the side. This is how it stays put on the ring. You press one divot against one side of the ring opening, then you push the ball into the other side of the ring so it captures the ball. This may take some practice, so it's best to try it out before you put it in the piercing itself. Inserting the ring is much like the continuous ring. You'll want to torque it open, put it into the hole, close the ring with your fingers, and then attach the ball. And there you have it! As we come to the end of our segment, I'd just like to remind you of a few little things. Always make sure your piercing is completely healed before you start to remove the jewelry on your own. And if you're unsure if your piercing is ready to have the jewelry changed, a visit to your piercer will help determine if your piercing is healed or not. Make sure the jewelry you are putting into your piercing fits appropriately and is of good quality. Even a healed piercing can become irritated if the jewelry does not fit right or is of poor quality. If you're unsure what the best jewelry is for your piercing, visit your piercer. They will be able to help you pick out what is best for what you have. And if you don't want to put it in yourself, your piercer will be more than happy to assist you. Always make sure your hands are clean before removing or inserting jewelry, and it's also vital to make sure the jewelry is clean before inserting it into your body. Washing it with a mild soap and water is usually best. If you need help finding a piercer near you, you can check the APP member locator on our website at www.safepiercing.org. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to click the subscribe button for future educational videos.